Hey there, Ira here. Welcome back. So, yesterday I told you about my backyard fire. Today I want to tell you about something I did early in my career that honestly was a little embarrassing in hindsight. You see, I used to close a deal, shake hands, collect my commission, and move on. Next prospect, next deal. It felt like I was crushing it actually, but new logos every month. My manager loved me, but I was leaving a ridiculous amount of money on the table every single time. Because here's what I didn't understand back then. And this is the thing I want you to really sit with today. The close isn't the finish line. Sometimes it's just the starting line. Let me show you exactly what I mean. You just did a pen test for a client. You spent time with them, you earned their trust. They paid the supplier that you brought in. They handed them an unbelievable report, really detailed, thorough, professional report full of every vulnerability, every gap, every crack in their posture. Now we handle those things every day, but let's just say another supplier did it on this deal, and then you said to them, "Great doing business with you," and you left. Now think about what you actually just did. You handed your client a treasure map, except the treasure is for you, is their data. And the map is now sitting on someone's desk or in an email inbox or in a shared drive somewhere, and nobody is watching to make sure the wrong person doesn't find it. Those vulnerabilities that the supplier documented, they don't fix themselves overnight. Remediation takes time and effort, weeks sometimes months in some organizations. And during that entire window, your client is exposed. They know it, you know it, and if an attacker gets lucky, they're going to know it too. Now, here's the question I want you to start asking every single pen test client. Get a pen and paper and write this down. Maybe even pause the video temporarily so you can get a pen and paper. And this is the question. While you're working through this remediation list, who in your organization is watching to make sure none of these vulnerabilities get exploited in the meantime? That's it. That's the whole question. You don't need to pitch anything. You don't need to explain MxDR yet. You just ask that question and stop talking. Because one of three things is going to happen. One, they're going to say, "Oh, we have our IT guy on it," which means nobody is watching because that guy's not working or gal is not working 24 by 7, 365 days a year. That's an opening. Number two, they're going to say, "I honestly don't know," which means nobody's watching. That's your opening. Or number three, they're going to get very quiet and stare at the table for a second, or maybe even their shoelaces, which means nobody's watching. They just realize it. And that pause right there is the most valuable moment in the entire sales process. Don't fill the silence. Let it breathe. Let them sit on it for just a second. And then you could say something like, "Well, I'd love to have someone from our team, our security operations team, walk you through what ongoing protection looks like." It's not a sales pitch. It's a 30-minute conversation. We'll look at what you're doing. We'll talk about what exposure looks like in real time, and we'll figure out if there's a fit. Is it worth a quick call? That's it. You're not selling MxDR. You're extending the conversation you already started. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't a cold call. This isn't a stranger. This is somebody who already trusted you enough to let you poke around their entire network. The relationship is already there. You just never walk back through the door. Now, I want you to think about every pen test you've closed in the last 12 months, every single one. How many of those clients do you think have someone actively hunting threats on their network right now? I'll wait for a minute. Yep, that's your pipeline, and it's already warm. Now, at the bottom of this email, I'm going to be dropping a template, a short word-for-word email that you can send to your pen test clients this week, not next quarter, this week. Copy it, personalize the first line, and send it. That's the whole ask. Tomorrow's video is about the 5 situations where a prospect almost always says yes to MxDR. And one of them is going to make you look at your book of business completely different. Talk soon.